Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to another review of Divorce Attorney Shin. I'm gonna say this first. I'm gonna skip reviewing the divorce case because to me, that's not important because we actually got some information on the whole JuHwa situation. And I had some theories, so let's not beat around the bush. Let's get to it. So at the beginning of the episode, we get a flashback seeing JuHwa eating ramen at a store. We've seen that before. Then she walks outside of the store and it's raining. We've seen this before. Then we see her on the phone and then takes a few steps forward, then gets hit by a truck. Then later on in the episode, we get another flashback where Attorney Shin, well, at the time he wasn't an attorney yet, but he was at the police station asking about JuHwa's call history. Most of the calls were from her ex-husband, but that last number though, the last number that ended in 1225, it was out of service at the time, but it's now currently Yongju's number. Now on top of that, Gumi, JuHwa's mother-in-law, came to Attorney Shin's office and asked about where was JuHwa's grave. So apparently she doesn't know where she was buried. And to be honest, that's a little suspicious. But the mother-in-law, she clearly does not like Yongju, and she only tolerates with her because her son decided to marry her. So it's making me think that maybe she does want to know where JuHwa's grave is at because she wants to pay her respects, right? And then Yongju becomes suspicious when she finds out that her mother-in-law went to see Attorney Shin about JuHwa, and she agrees on Yusok's plan in using Attorney Che as a spy, which funnily, well, that's not even a word, which he pretty much blabbed out that secret in front of everyone at work, so it's no longer a secret anymore. Now I can see both the mother-in-law and Yongju having a role in JuHwa's death. For the mom, I don't have more information, so I can't say much. But for Yongju, remember the call history? It was mostly from the ex-husband, so maybe the ex-husband was cheating on JuHwa with Yongju, which caused her to be depressed. But then the number comes into play. How is it out of service during that time? And then just winds up being Yongju's number. So it must have been someone else's number, which, you know what? It could be the mother-in-law. Finally, they gave us an episode talking about JuHwa's death, giving us flashbacks, information here and there, making the viewers come up with theories. I love that. In this episode, I felt really bad for Attorney Shin. I mean, he lost his family. The only blood relative he has is his nephew, which he can barely see. He lost his mom, he lost his dad, he lost his sister. I felt so heartbroken seeing Attorney Shin at their grave, talking to them, saying things like, how am I supposed to live? I'm alone. It's hard to say who's exactly is involved in JuHwa's death. I mean, you could say Yongju, the mother-in-law, the ex-husband. Obviously, the ex-husband, I still think he cheated on her. But that number though, that number ending in 1225, it was out of service at the time. But then it winds up being Yongju's number. So I have a feeling the number was the mother-in-law, and Yongju could play a role in JuHwa's death and maybe had an affair with the husband at the time, now ex-husband, and that made JuHwa become depressed. But this is just a theory. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of my review and the highlight of this episode. Is there anything I might have missed? Obviously, the comedy, the divorce case, the new divorce case that came towards the ending of the episode, and many others. Leave it in the comments below. Other than that, if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. See ya.